Hi, this is a tutorial for the Racing Kings 1440 Open Championship on how to send out the seek that you need to send out. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're at the right link. So, as you see in the address bar in the top left, this should be the link that you're at. It is on the rules document, it will be in the forum, and it will likely be on the site that will have all the information regarding this tournament. The second thing you'll want to do is to make sure that you're signed in. In the top right, you'll see the name of your account. If that is the name of your account, then you're all good to go. So, what you need to do to create a seek, the first thing you'll notice is the variant. It should, if you've never used it before and you haven't had it open, then it should say anti-chess 960. In order to change that, you'll use the drop-down box, which will actually be above the variants, and select Racing Kings 1440. You do not need to do anything else with this box. As you can see, the initial time and the increment are already set to 3 minutes and 2 seconds. That is the automatic setting for them. Unless you've changed it before and have kept the tab open, it will always say 3 minutes for initial time and 2 seconds for increment. You do not need to change these unless you go into tiebreakers, of which you can just slide the initial time to do 1 minute or 30 seconds or 2 minutes, whatever the time that you need to set at. For the tournament, you will most likely only be needing to do 3 minutes. The increment is the same, a slider, but you will only need to be doing 2 seconds. The next thing you need to do is just scroll down. You'll see two more boxes. One says random, and the other says position from numbers. As you can see, the arrow is actually pointing to the variant, but I meant the box that's selected. As you can see, that random has a drop-down box. You will not be using selected positions, so you do not need to change the selection. You also do not need to change the selection for the box symmetrical. The two options are symmetrical and asymmetrical. Make sure that symmetrical is selected. The next thing you'll need to do is just click the Create Game button. When you click the Create Game button, you will see here your seek should appear. If your opponent is sending the seek, you should see the name of your opponent in the player section instead. But you should see your name in the player section if you send the seek. Now, when you accept your seek or your opponent accepts the seek, the view will change. As you can see, in the bottom left, or the bottom right, just below this arrow, it has the options flipboard, abort, offer draw, resign. Just above that is the time, the clocks. You should see 3 minutes on there. And just below that, you'll see the variant and the time control. Everything should be right. The position is completely random. And the position is just above the clocks. In this case, it's 267 is the starting position. You can use the buttons on the bottom right to flip the board, abort, offer, draw, resign, and the arrows on the bottom here to go through the moves. That's usually just to look at the games after. It is just like light chess, in which you can drag or pick and pull. In this case, you do have to look at something though. In the top right corner, under your name, you should see white and black. You will have to look at that at which pieces you have. Otherwise, you're unable to tell. Pre-moves are also a thing in this, but pre-moves can get fishy. So, just to show how to send a rematch and whatnot, I will play this game out if it's possible. I know that the phone can get glitchy at times. I'm not sure if I can even play on the phone. So you would likely have to play on the computer. Now let's say that the game is resigned. You can offer a rematch in the bottom right corner as the buttons will change. When you offer a rematch, the rematch offer is sent, and your opponent will have to accept it. That is all you need to know for this tournament. You will play your 6 games out. After a pair of games, the positions will randomly change, so you do not need to worry about going back and setting a new seat every single time you finish a pair of games in a position. That's all you need to know. If there are any questions, feel free to leave a comment or message the people that are linked in the description of the video. The rule sheet will also be linked, as well as the team that is hosting this tournament on Live Chess. You can go to either of those links and also find contact information and potentially other helpful information. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped.